Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Right to the air is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. You look at this Raiders defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
From the 21, here's second down and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Hawk 70, Hawk, Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. The Raiders had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case,
the football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
2nd and 2. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gives them a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Extra point by York is up and good. These two teams all tied after one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for KC. 44 yards. The Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Rashee Rice, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2nd and 1. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 15. That went into the hands of Adams downfield. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
York on now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Now they'll change things up. Pacheco will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Here's Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with the catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Come on.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Waddle, the motion man, right.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On play action, they'll throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And taken right on the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now a throw here, hold in, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
79 Broncos.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamlin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away. And how about this? A fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Mahomes going to change things up.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit.
The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go, Reed, go. 19 tight, 19 tight.
In motion comes the tight end left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cowboy 80.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play.
Come on.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Warriors, 70.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Waddle, the motion man, right.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Let's go now.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Buffalo 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing now is Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
They go play action here on first down.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
19 Lions.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's caught inside the 35.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 40 yards.
19.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
19. Cup 19. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Here's 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll run it with Jacobs. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. To throw is Mahomes. And some room to run now. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Kansas City, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.